you.
Tape recorder's up. Questions ready?
Good to see you smiling.
Shit, isn't it? Questions?
You want to expound on that?
Losing is awful. It's awful. And so, we took a baby step today. We got to win. It's a lot we still have to improve on. A lot we still have to get better at. But especially in the first half, I really liked what I saw in the first half because we shot poorly. I don't know what the number is. 34%. And in the past when we've missed shots, we've not been as attentive to every other aspect of the game. And when we've missed shots, we've gotten angst and lost focus in the understanding that we grind out victories. It's one possession on offense, then it's a possession on defense, and then it's a possession on offense, and it's a possession on defense. And that sounds simple, but getting that understanding and the understanding that the relationship of I missed a shot or we just missed a shot can affect what goes on down there. And I think at the other end, the next play, we got to forget that play and move on. And I think in the first half, for a half when we did not shoot well, that we stayed attentive to every other part of the game, and I thought that was growth. That was growth.
Talk about your energy on defense in the first half. I mean, a lot more energy it seems like than we've seen. Looked like the guys really played with some urgency. Forced 12 turnovers in the first half.
Yeah, I think I don't want to. I usually don't make blanket statements that the first half was really good. I usually have the disclaimer, let me go back and watch it. But I feel like we played really well in that first half. Besides, we didn't make shots. But I think that in every other aspect, I think the guys did a very good job of helping each other.
Being up 17 points in the second half, or you come into the game desiring to play that many guys?
No, Ron, it just happened. I didn't sit down and etch out a game plan of, and you've heard me say this. I never go in just with at the 2-minute mark, so-and-so's coming in, so-and-so's going out regardless of what. It's usually a flow, a feel. We've had a lot of guys, a lot of different combinations that have been playing well together. And so it just happened. One thing, that I've tried to been a little more cognizant of is just if we can cut guys' minutes down a little bit, just give guys some blows. But it just happened. Next game, 5 may play 40,
John, the second game, to go back to what you said at the beginning about how losing stinks, having gone what you went through and then to get this tonight from a psychological standpoint, what does this do for you and this team?
Just can sleep a little better tonight. I don't want to make any grandiose statements about today's game. We were fortunate to win. We had some stretches in the second half where we made some pretty bad mistakes, I think. But you come in, you win, and you go through. It feels like a month without winning a game. I don't know how long it's been, but and you win, so it feels good. It's a baby step. Now we all know, we have to come to work tomorrow, and with the same focus that we've had the last couple of days, and keep improving, keep getting better.
The second game in a row, you've given Nikita quite a bit of minutes. Explain what he's done to earn those.
Well, Nikita has been, and you've seen when he's been in there, he has been making hustle plays. He's one of the first to get on the floor. Just his effort and energy has been terrific. He's been making hustle plays, and that's been we've needed that. He's given us a boost.
Sort of going back to the point you made earlier about anticipation. You guys seem to have a hardness tonight. They have it throughout this losing streak. You guys got to seem like every losing ball. You went after every rebound. Nothing was easy for them.
Who's this from? So who was my drinking when I was drinking this?
They're both from us.
Okay, good. Scared me there for a second.
Is that something you focused on?
It's something that yes, it is. And I know that there's some games during this stretch were worse than others. I think we made we made hustle plays, and we had effort in our last game. We just couldn't stop them. We scored. We just couldn't stop Marquette. So and that's good. I mean, the guys understand that we have to make those plays to win. We have to make the hustle plays.
I know there's a lot to be happy with after this game, but could you speak to that stretch in the second half where there were several turnovers in a row? And in general, when you have a 20-point lead and win by 10, is there any disappointment with that, or is it just a win?
So, I mean, we've been losing, so we're going to take the win.
Okay.
Now, your point is correct. There was a stretch there. Now, let me just also say this, and I'm not sure if I'm 100% accurate about that, but that team, no one's run away from them. No one has run away from them. I think I'm accurate.
None of their opponents.
Correct. They have a knack. Teams have gotten up and they've clawed back in it. Every one of their games has almost followed that script, I think, and at least the ones I've seen. I saw most of their games. And so that's one point. I mean, they are a team that's competitive. They are a team that has a lot of pride. They're a team that's not going to let you just walk away from them. They figure out and make adjustments. We got, it's the first time we've been up like that in a minute. And so I think we may have gotten a little comfortable, a little too comfortable. But, if your question is during that stretch, were those turnovers and how we executed or lack of execution, is that a concern? Yes. But at the end of the day, I'm glad we scored more points than them today.
You talked about baby steps outside of just getting the win. What specifically did you like going into the Cincy game that you could build upon?
What I talked about relative to the first half, in that in a situation, with young teams, they tend to get too emotional for their coach's liking. And when you're missing shots, it affects your life, and that's natural. That happens. That's happened to everyone that's ever played. But then just the understanding in that first half, we're missing shots, but we still executed in other ways, in every other aspect of the game. And that's something we haven't been good at. We have not been good at that. And so that is something that hopefully we continue to grow and build off of that. That's key. That's key, being able to move on to the next play and get a stop when you miss the shot, and get back in transition when you miss the shot, and then have a good offensive possession when you give up a shot down this end. That growth is something that young teams takes too long to get.